Okay, let's continue with this project. And I think I left off with this piece going or not hitting there's a mechanical. Let's look at the mechanical again. Okay. And I think I went through this piece, this 2-inch pipe. And let's look through and see. Just want to take a quick look. Section 2, I'm highlighting and right click. I need to go to that view. Just make sure that it's on. Looks like it is. Let's just turn on everything. And we are let's just make a reference here and here just to make sure I'm on the right, looking at the right pipe. And it's here. Okay, so we are clear. So that was the last time I looked at this part of the system. So let's go back to the waste. Let's turn off this water. And let's turn off the mechanical again. And let's look at some more information that we need to coordinate. And what I like to do is go here. Let's go here and just take a look again, because what you want to, it looks good on paper. Okay, looking at, okay, so yeah, it looks good on paper, but you always have to coordinate, there are programs like Navisworks that you can go through, and there are other things you can do to coordinate. Say, for example, you want to, I think it's, collaborate and interference check. You can do this. Current project. That's for all of it. But what you can do here, you can say here, say I want to coordinate this with my mechanical or with my structural or architecture. So you choose this guy. Okay, so yeah, let's look at this section here. This is what I like to do, just to coordinate stuff. So we've taken care of that business, and what I like to do is look at my section view in 3D. This is 2. So I think let's reset this view, or into view section. And section number 2. And just to get a reset, let's look at this. Okay. And everything looks okay. That's the waste, that's the vent, that's the waste, that's the vent. The green is the vent. Okay, let's go back. Let's take a look at, do I have the water? Let's see. Water. Okay, so I need to start doing the water one of these days after I coordinate all of this. But as you can see, let's just take a look at this piece. Let's go here, go back to my section. And every time you do this, you have to reset it. Once you move, let's go back. Where am I? I think I'm here. Once you move this section view, then you have to reset. Okay. But what you can do, still water. Let's go back here. But if you, let's just show it. I'll show you something here. Let's go back to the waste, for example. So the waste, if I move this over here, this section, this 3D section is not going to update, okay? But if you move anything within the parameters of your 3D section. Say, for example, I want to, you see how this vent line is showing up in the section view here. Okay, so it's showing up here. And if you notice, there's no pipe connection here. I'm going to create a pipe connection. I'm just going to create a similar, nothing, no big deal. Create similar, come off, and it's going to be that. But if you're within your 3D section and you add pipe without moving your section, then it will show this pipe in your 3D section, okay? So it updates only if you're adding your pipe or fixture or whatever. As long as you don't move this your section view, it will update. Let me show you. So this is the new pipe without moving, and it will show up here, okay? So that's the bells and whistles for that piece. Okay, let's do this, and again, you don't want to choose this and delete it. You don't want to do that. That's a no-no, because if this pipe is sloped, if this was waste pipe and it was sloped, then you might have a tough time going to modify and fill it 1, 2, you might have a tough time doing that. So what you don't want to do is come here and delete that fitting, okay? What you want to do in Revit to keep the integrity of this pipe is to select the pipe, and there's a minus sign, okay? This minus sign is to remove. I don't know why they said elbow. Huh. Okay, so again, you want to choose to keep the integrity, meaning you want to keep this pipe intact. Keep it intact, right? So you choose, and why does that say elbow? Huh. So you choose the minus sign, right? You choose the minus sign. All of these little symbols that's here, let's see, this one, this is rotate. You can rotate it. You can rotate it. You can rotate it. Rotate. Or you can choose to delete, okay? So there's a lot of little things like that. So now that, let's see, so I've done that, and I went to the water. Let's go back to the water and look at this, because I'm coming into the water, and I need to supply it's going down to the basement. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look. So I'm here, and 3D section. Because I moved it, I need to reset it, right? Because it's not showing up. So I'll go here, right click, orient to view, section 2. Okay? And I like to just give it another push. And there's the 2-inch pipe. I mean, there's the hot and cold water pipe coming off these two mains, which is these two mains, right? That's that one. Okay, it's going to highlight here, and they're both coming off. Press escape, and they're coming off. And let's just choose a pivot point here. And it looks like I'm having a little interference with my ductwork. So I can come off from the bottom, or because that's just flex duct, and it's not a big deal. I usually don't bother with stuff like this. It's a quarter inch pipe right? And what's that? What size are these? I can choose it, but that's just, what's it? Half, 1 1/2 inch and a 1/4 inch pipe. I'm not gonna lose any sleep over coordinating this. You know, I could bring it down, or I could tap in from the bottom and go around, but I'm not gonna do that. That's flex duct. They can work that out, even if they may not even put that there. Who knows? But it's not a big deal to showing that this is an interference. It's not a big deal to coordinate that where it's not interfering. So I'm gonna leave it like that. Let's go. And what I could do, let's go back to the waist, and I'm gonna come here and let's choose all of these guys. Because again, it looks good on paper, but we don't know what's going on underneath the hood. I'm gonna see if I can see a mechanical. Let's do mechanical first and see what's going on. Okay. So you see, there's not a lot you can see here. I mean, I could do a section here, but where do you do the section? I could do tab. No, don't want to do that. What I was gonna do was I can choose this pipe and collaborate with the interference check, okay? And run an interference check with that pipe because because I selected it, it's going to show up here. Categories from the current selection, okay? And categories from the mechanical link. I can do mechanical first, I can go to architectural second, I can do structural third, or if there's any other drawings, you can do it like that. So I'll do mechanical just to show. Oh, let's go back. I'm gonna go back because we know that that there's an interference with the ductwork, right? Let's see if it's still on board. Yeah, okay. So let's go back to the water and show how the interference is gonna run. Let's see, that's red because I'm selecting the linked model. But what we can do is turn my selection of the linked model off here. Okay, so I'm gonna uncheck this linked model. I'm gonna uncheck to select the link. I don't want it to select the link, so I'm gonna uncheck it. Okay, and I'm going to see if I can coordinate these two pipes, okay? So you go to collaborate, interference check, run interference check, and remember the flex duct was encroaching on the flex duct that was in the ceiling space, right? So let's see if Revit picks that up. And it was a mechanical, and I'm gonna say duct. You can say all of these. Let's pretend we don't know anything, right? Let's do that. And I'm gonna choose all of these air terminals. You say select all, right? And say okay. And of course, right, we're gonna get that. Flex duct, okay? So flex duct, that's the round, that's the ID, and it is interfering with my hot water, it's interfering with my cold water, and these are the same ID number, the 303, okay? So that's how you do that. That is something other than what we saw earlier, which was visual. This is visual, right? And the other is more manual. You can go in and just do a run, traffic run or whatever, you know. Okay, so getting back to this drawing, because I moved my section view, I'm going to have to reset this 3D section, right? So we go up to my cube, right click, orient to view section number 2. Okay. And we're going to reset again. And let's take a look. Ooh, what is that? What is that? Okay, let's find out what that is. So I'm hovering over this I don't know, this entity, this item. I'm just hovering over it, and I'm going to choose my tab key. My tab key, come on, my tab key works. Does the tab key work? Oh, I know what happened. Because I turned off the select, right? It's not going to select the link. That's a link. And what I'm going to do is select this link again. And now I can go back and hover. That's the mechanical Revit link and tab. Okay. So that is a duct. Okay. So that's a duct. Let's see. It's probably return or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's return. Return error. Anyway, that might be a little bit of a concern because it's going right through this duct. So that's a bit of a concern. I'm not concerned about this one because, it's a 1-inch pipe. But this 4-inch drain, I need to drain my plumbing fixtures. But the mechanical, let's see, where is this? Tab. I can talk to the mechanical. And let's go back to waste here. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I see it. It's here. It looks like. Where are we? Let's go back here. And I'm gonna see if I can look at some more information on here. So can it go down any? It's coming off of, looks like it's coming off of some kind of air handler. But yeah, that's a concern. So it's things like this, you can take it to Navisworks, but why do that when you can go into the office, or you can make a phone call and and to the mechanical engineer and say, hey, please move your duct. You can always say please. But this mechanical, it has to go this way, or maybe can I move it up or down? I don't think so. Because if we look at a section view, let's look at a section view. Let's go back. I want to turn the mechanical off. Turn the mechanical off, and we know that it's coming through here. Now let's look at this section 2. Let's get a reference. Section 2. Okay, so there's our duct. And that's level 1, man. It's so far down into the floor space of the basement. How high is it? Let's do a detail line, DL. Let's go up, 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 up. I think I might be able to go up. Up. There's room to go up for sure. So I'm gonna widen my section out and see what's going on here. Yeah, and even when I come out to this area, see, this is gonna be a bit of a problem because of this. I can't go up this high, you see, because this piece of ductwork is less than this piece if I was to raise it, right? And I doubt if I can raise this piece also. So there's a lot of coordination that goes on when you're doing Revit. So looks like I'm gonna have to make some changes. On the front end, I can't, there's no way to go. I may have to talk to the mechanical and see what he can do. Let's go back. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can't go up because this piece is not allowing me to. I might be able to do something. So that's another coordination issue. We may have to do something. Okay. So that is Revit in a nutshell. Well, it's not in a nutshell. That's Revit. Let me see. That's Revit with a grain of sand. Let's say it's a grain of sand. Okay. So we've, when you're plumbing up, it looks good on the floor plan and it looks good on paper, but when the other disciplines come in, that's when you coordinate your system as best as you can, okay? And it looks like I'm gonna have to do some work and a little bit of a runaround to get things coordinated, okay? So, okay, we'll talk to you guys later.